Hey guys, how are you? Okay, I'm doing this video. I want to show you a brand new mixer that I've got, and I tell you what, I'm loving this mixer. It's got some really cool features, and it also makes you feel like that you're being possessed by something. No, not really. It's one of the effects on here. I love this effect. The other day, I'll give you a look at the mixer in a minute. The other day when I first got this, I was mucking around with this, and the neighbours must have heard me and thought, geez, what's wrong with that guy? Because I was pissing myself laughing. I was like, it's funny. Then you can change it over to this, then drop an octave. An octave. An octave. An octave. An octave. And you've got parameters on how much you want to use. So you can see it's getting deeper. Then I can change it deeper and deeper. Okay, so what I'll do is turn that off for a start. I'll bring you in and let you have a bit of a closer look at the system. And I was just fucking around before with the music and that, but let's have a look. Okay guys, this is it here. This is the American Audio MX-1400-DSP. It's a 4-channel mixer. Got your 4 channels here. You got 2 mics here. You also have a mic on the front, which I'll show you in a minute. All your controls here, what you assign each channel to if you want to use effects, things like that. And this is where you pick your effects here, you know, what button you want. You can see it changing there. And if you want to add more, see the numbers going up. And how much depth you might want on an effect. This is where you assign your effects. Well, this is your effects, whatever effect you want. That is what you would assign your effect to channel 1, 2, 3, or just have it on master, which means it would go on all of these. Got your cue points. You got your split cue buttons. You got your cue starts, which mainly works not really for my system so much, but if I was running CDs, of course your crossfader, your display here, crossfader curve. Let's have a look at the, oh yeah, you got your headphones in here, your headphone volumes, you got a talk over button. Let's have a look at the front. Okay, I got a couple of things plugged in at the moment, but that's, you can see there, that's the front of it, all your multiple inputs and outputs along here. This is really cool, get that out of the way. It's even got, when it focuses in, a digital output, so I think that's pretty cool. There's your mic 3. Now when I'm doing karaoke, I go into that mic, and the people that are singing, I get them to go into these 2 mics. It takes both with your balance and just your headphone jack. And what I'll do here is I'll show you why I had to get a brand new mixer. Okay guys, you would have all seen this one before. I've been using this one for years now, but you're not going to believe what happened about 2 weeks ago. If I can show you here, you'll hear something moving around in there. You see, if you can see, I don't know, a little bit of a crunch there. What happened, I had the mixer up on the shelf, and the shelf collapsed, and as it come down, whacked on that side, and now I've got about 2 channels that play up really badly, and 1 mic input that just snap, crackles and pops. With one of these channels, actually 2 of these channels, you get it to a certain volume. If you want to go a little bit more, the left channel cuts out, and it's just, yeah, I mean it still works, but there's certain channels that are just no good. So after this, I thought, alright, I'll get one very similar, and I'll show you. Okay, this is the other Behringer one that I got. Very similar, just smaller. You know, you got whatever, this bloody 12 channels when you assign them all. You got your display here and all that. But I kid you not, to listen into headphones, you know you would normally hit some button somewhere on your mixer where you can monitor and listen in your headphones what player B's doing if you want to cue it up. For the life of me, I cannot find the button on this to have it go into the headphones. You got a volume for the headphones, but that'll bring in, let's say we're down, you got this one running, it'll bring in that one. You try to hear this, they both go. You can't cut that one off and listen to this. There is no button on here that'll assign so you can hear what's going on. I mean, it's a crazy mixer. So, oh, well, that's no good. So I just thought, okay, no more fucking around, spend the money, get a decent one. So I got this American Audio one. Now I'll let you know this it's not cheap. It's one of their top liners. It's not a cheap mixer. It retails for just under $1,000. But let's have a look. I mean, quite honestly, with this mixer, it is full quality. The thing's got weight in it. It's not exactly light. It's got a little bit of weight in it. These feel tight, smooth, properly built. Everything, even the controls here, they're not dodgy. They don't feel like cheap plastic, and you know, where it just moves really easy and simple. This, you know, it's actually got a bit of push and feel to it. So it's been really properly made. Even the crossfader, it's not really loose. It's looser than the others, but not incredibly loose. It's just been built beautifully. Great effects in it. I'm still learning it. Great effects in it. I'm just very impressed on how well it's built. So you guys, there's my new mixer. Okay, you might be thinking, okay, I work clubs now. What do I need a mixer for? Well, I still do gigs from time to time, and I still have to do Mountain Country Club where I take my own equipment. So, and I needed something that had more than just say one mic input. I needed something that at least had three, which this does. I can still control the bass, treble, and mids on their vocals. The next step is that this thing actually outputs a lot more volume than those other two mixers do. So with the mic inputs, my next thing, I'll probably be getting it next week, and I'll show you. It's called a feedback destroyer. Because Friday night I was getting a bit of feedback. I wasn't giving it a lot of volume. I was pushing the speakers out, still getting a bit of feedback. I think it's because of, you know, what this put out. So the next step is just to get a feedback destroyer, which you can virtually hold a mic right up to a speaker and you won't get feedback. It cuts all that out. So that'll be the next step. And then we'll be building a box to house all this stuff. I'm going to house this. I'm going to house this DMX controller, which I use for the park hands. I'm going to house my wireless mic system, and of course the feedback destroyer. So we're building another box very similar to this one here, which will be on that side. I'm just going to get around and doing it. Alright guys, well, here's the new mixer by American Audio. I've shown you pretty much what I know so far. I'm still learning it. Yeah, if you've got any questions, let me know. And if anyone's interested in one of these, awesome, fantastic. But as I said, it's not cheap, a little bit pricey. There's got a bit of price to it. You might be able to get it cheaper, but the recommended retail price is I think $986 or something, so nearly $1,000 for this. But anyway, alright guys, we'll do a bit of fun now. Okay, I'll be possessed. Okay guys. Practice and enjoy.
I'll catch up with you next time. Bye guys.
Also with some music. Take that. Rewind it back.
Yeah.